Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming in sundown because today we are delving into the wild world of Craigslist. If you're purchasing something online, chances are you're heading to either Amazon or eBay, one of the big retailers, right? While this is standard, back in the day, there was a website that was surely competing with the big dogs of the internet commerce. Craigslist. And its heyday was massive. I mean, everybody used Craigslist in all kinds of different ways, not even just for sales, but social meetups, all kinds of, it was just like a weird, odd message board. Kind of reminded me of 4chan a bit, how it's laid out and the kind of different boards you could go to, but you could also specify it specifically to your area. It's kind of crazy. It separated itself from other shopping websites by allowing people to rant and post more than their unwanted junk. Sadly, the website has become a husk of its former self, but many weird, insane posts made there are either still up or have been preserved for us to see. And throughout its history, Craigslist has garnered a reputation for having some of the weirdest people on the internet, which is exactly why we're looking in it today. So, hide your credit card and lock your doors as we reveal some of the most depraved and crazy things to ever happen on Craigslist. If you want a good idea of what kind of person Craigslist attracts, there's no better place to start than the weird stuff they purchase. Unlike Amazon, you could literally buy anything on Craigslist so long as someone listed it. In 2008, Chris Wilson purchased a dilapidated 300-foot-long cruise ship called the Aurora for $600,000 with the intention of restoring it. It's just awesome. The ship was built shortly after World War II and needed a lot of work. It's a huge ship. It's crazy. It's a war vessel, basically. When asked if he had any experience building ships, he said no, but insisted he was a fast learner and that he has rebuilt some cars in his past, claiming that he'd be just fine. I love that. In total, the ship had 85 cabins, a theater, and a swimming pool that required over $1 million in renovations. So, for 15 years, Chris traveled the world, salvaging parts needed to restore the ship to its former glory. Progress had been going strong until 2023, when he was forced to sell the ship because a majority of the locals in the area thought the ship was an eyesore. I was gonna say, dude, f you. Are you restoring a ship? Go f yourself. After it was sold, the Coast Guard towed the ship, but it began to sink and pollute the surrounding waters because of a massive hole in the ship's hull. The city's government then had to step in and maintain water pumps in the ship's hull until it could be salvaged for scrap. Many people theorized that the abandoned ship was haunted, which makes sense given Craigslist's reputation as a hotspot for items. I mean, as you remember, I'm pretty sure the divot box was sold on Craigslist.
eBay's haunted item, yeah.
The most fucking haunted object of all time was a Craigslist sale. So who knows? I just want to say that falls into the HOA kind of thing too. I don't, dude, if I bought also, you've been around it how long?
Yeah.
Over a decade, and just now all of a sudden it's an eyesore. That's why I'd put cannons on it first. Go ahead, say something. Go ahead. Talk about my ghost ship. I want you to. Also, a guy just being like, yeah, I restore hot rods. I can restore a full warship.
The confidence.
You have to have that. You have to have that confidence. You have to have that level of mystique and confidence about you. Christian Helms was fortunate enough to have his backyard used as a set in 2012 for an episode of Anthony Bourdain's show, No Reservations. RIP. Years later, he would list his primo ceramic grill on Craigslist, claiming that the spirit of Anthony Bourdain possessed it. That is so fucked up. Yeah, you can buy my Anthony Bourdain haunted ceramic grill. That's got to be illegal, right?
No.
Is that illegal? Couldn't the family sue you?
Are you gonna prove his ghost is not in there? Good luck.
Well, he never liked you anyways. That's why he's not talking to you right now. He talks to me all the time.
That's the thing. Oh my god, that's a huge loophole. Because you could say, like, this thing's haunted by, like, Anthony Bourdain, and then say it's saying the most fucked up shit. And they can't do anything.
They can't.
Because you're like, a ghost said it.
It has, there's got to be some kind of law. There's no, I can't believe it. He claimed the grill loves dirty water hot dogs and tubed meats, isn't a fan of craft beer or Guy Fieri, and refuses to cook meatless meats and blast music by Midwestern punk rock band The Dead Boys. The listing for $450 sold quickly and gained a lot of attention because of how insane the listing sounded. When asked if it was really possessed, he said he made all the stuff up to sell the grill quicker.
Now you could be sued for libel.
Now it's sued for libel. Also, you're not gonna, it's $450. Yeah. Imagine that story just to be like, for $450. Seems a bit silly. Sometimes the most unexpected things become hot commodities, like a butt-shaped pumpkin. The owner of the post had to stop allowing offers because their phone had been flooded with numbers of people desperately trying to get their hands on the butt-shaped pumpkin.
You think?
Oh, people have bought it to fuck it for sure. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. A little corkscrew and a little. Definitely. Or how a vegan man needed to quickly sell 20 pounds of bacon that his ex-wife stocked his fridge with as a sick joke. On the opposite side of the spectrum, some items are left to rot in the owner's possession. One person was trying to sell their grandpa's 18-foot sailboat. The only issue was that it was stuck in their backyard pool. After their grandpa couldn't sail anymore, he hired a crane to take his boat from the marina and drop it in his pool in his backyard. Now the seller was stuck with a massive sailboat and no way to use it, and they said the boat was free to anyone who could get it the hell out of there. The only condition was that you couldn't damage any of the landscaping or block walls during the removal process, which I'm like, dude, beggars can't be choosers right now. Your grass is gonna get tore up a little bit, all right? The boat was also missing a trailer as well as parts of the poles that hold the sails and the sails themselves. The impossible feat of removing a partially scrapped boat resulted in the post going untouched. No. Yeah, you wanna come work a 40-hour work week for a month trying to get this boat in my backyard? And also, you keep it? You keep this junk? I don't pay you to do any of it?
It looks like a nice boat.
It looks like a nice boat, but not enough to warrant how much of a headache it'd be. Because also, to me, it sounds like a trap where the guy's like, you break it, you buy it, and I feel like he's wanting to get some landscaping, also done for free. Also, you f***ed my landscapes, you owe me X.
A little trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah, a little sailboat trap.
It's a trap.
Hey, just wanted to take a quick second to thank our favorite sponsor that we do on this channel, Gamer Subs, and give them a shout out because we have the best flavor they've ever put out. Are you low on energy? Do you like tasty beverages? Then consider getting raw meat right now. If we get enough of these bad boys in your hands, we get to put them in cans and put them in stores, making it easier, colder, crispier, more tasty for you to consume. And oh baby, is it good. Also, does your dick get hard over anime girls? I got shakers for that. Hey, shake the shaker like you do your cock and let it explode in your mouth. The flavor's awesome. Which one am I talking about? You decide. Thank you, Gamer Subs, for sponsoring this channel. And be sure to use this promo code and be sure to tell them I sent you and support Gamer Subs because they fucking rule and they support this channel more than fucking anyone. Thank you. Back to the video.
Another insane item that was never sold was an entire town. Seneca, California was a former gold mining town that has since been abandoned and turned into a ghost town. The original owners who purchased it in 1970s had sat on it for decades, barely maintaining it. And in 2013, 2013 stuff lately. In 2013, they attempted to sell the property for $225,000, but nobody was interested. The town itself had a bar, tons of old cabins, and abandoned mining equipment. It also lacked any modern amenities such as running water, electricity, and is located in the remote desert, so you know, that's fun. The only selling point was that the local bar had an active liquor license.
Not bad.
Already a moneymaker. It took 6 years to sell, and now the current owners let the liquor license expire with no plans to renovate. Okay. You take that town, what you do, Nick, is you have to get a septic system, spend a little money on it, right? But then you make it one of those old-timey Western towns.
Oh, like a tourist attraction.
Exactly, and there's an old-timey bar, liquor license already there. You can get people drunk and have them go mine for gold, or you do that fun thing that I liked when I was a kid where you put the fake dinosaur bones in the ground, and then kids go like,
I've always wanted to do that.
oh, it's the best. It was awesome. There's this like this restaurant that was here way back in the day called like T-Rex or something, but it was like a dinosaur themed restaurant. It was fucking awesome. Animatronic dinosaurs everywhere. And they had like a Build-A-Bear, but instead of a Build-A-Bear, it was like an archaeology dig site. I loved it. It was awesome. It's gone now. It's gone. Never to return. Children have no imagination now. They have no will to go anywhere. They just have to be on their iPads. One of the best parts about Craigslist was its misconnections tab. My favorite. Misconnections is the best. Where people posted personal requests to find others they may have met. It was moved in 2018, but many of the best posts still survive. In a post titled, "You Farted During Boyhood," a man is trying to find the man who farted during a movie and made his experience magical. He claimed that while watching the movie Boyhood, someone's fart broke the silence and changed the perspective of the film for him. He described it as a loud, deep, and masculine, and with the impact of a baseball bat hitting a leather couch, or George Foreman working the heavy bag. Is that the fart? After the laughter died down in the theater, another fart could be heard as the credits rolled, which he described as two giant hands clapping together. Fart is that? To him, the watching experience had been almost life-altering, and so he wanted to make a post hoping to find the man responsible for the gas and to thank him. I also just want to say, misconnections is the best. Usually it's men seeking women.
Yeah.
Just want to say that. But it's usually something of like, you looked beautiful in your red dress. I ordered a hot cocoa. And you looked at me, and I thought you looked at me, or something like that. Yeah. To where they're so cryptid sometimes that it's like, how would anyone ever actually know that was them?
It's very delusional too. Of like, I held the door open, you gave me that look. And we both knew.
Yeah, it's definitely someone who's like a person, usually a man, is hyper fixating on like a woman smiling at him. Thank you. She loves me, that kind of thing. Yeah, but they're very fun to sift through. It's a little gold mine.
I want to know if any of them met up.
There has to be some success stories, right? I mean, it's got to be very slim. I don't know. We'd have to see. Shockingly, many people post to seek out others that they met while inside or near a dumpster. That's just gonna throw that out there. One woman claimed that she was running from aliens when she hopped inside a dumpster and found a man inside. The two shared a drink from his flask and discussed their love of grilled cheese, and sadly the romance had to end as the woman had to get out of the dumpster to go shit at a nearby gas station, and when she came back, the man was gone.
This sounds like a hallucination.
What a bummer. No, it's real. Now she's looking to meet up again behind the local McDonald's, and God willing, I hope it happens. But see, that's the beautiful thing of the misconnection post. You get a lot of schizophrenic or just like drug hold brain people that are like, remember the aliens and we shared the flask and I had to take a shit, so you remember that? What if there was one guy who came out though and he's just like, I remember, I've been missing you this whole time. Oh,
that'd be a love story.
That'd be an awesome love story. A man took to the missing connections page hoping to find the man he came into contact with while naked dumpster diving. While out walking, he noticed a dumpster filled with DVDs and decided to hop in and dig around. Not wanting to dirty his clothes, he stripped down to only his sneakers and went to town. While digging, he heard a noise outside the dumpster and saw the man he was looking for carrying trash bags. The interaction was brief as the man quickly turned around and walked back into the store before any words could be exchanged. And apparently, the man he is looking for works for a local adult video store and hopes he can love a 30-something man with a few good teeth. So also just want to say that also just shines a light that the DVDs were all
yes. Yeah. Oh,
which
look at these.
He's just like, look at that. A little Scrooge McDuck action. Come on, man. Also, I love how it's like he was unfazed. Of course the guy's unfazed. You know how many fucking weird dumpster diving people? He's probably like, hey, whatever you do, just don't open the loop thing. They've gone bad. The guy probably took it. He's just like, I'll bet you anything he'd make love to me tenderly. He'd lay me down soft.
If he works at the video store, just go in the video store. Why are you
know where he works?
Yeah.
Go in there. But see, that's the thing is he's a pussy about it. See, the misconnection tab a lot of the time is people that are not brave enough. Some people will be like, you work here. Go talk to him.
Yeah, you work at
but it's them being like, I don't know. They gotta make the first move. Whatever, dude. Hey, could you just be on the specific website at a certain time and see this? Also, the goal, the narcissism to be like, someone's like, that was incredible. I have to check the missing connections tab. You know what I mean? Probably the most common posts in the missing connections forum are people trying to find their true love. Almost all of them.
Yes.
It's love.
Yeah.
Right? If it's about friendship, I'm always just like, you gotta stay away from that guy. But the love, see, love is blinding.
Well, the friendship is just starred love. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I think it's a false sense of like, I'm just looking for a friend. You're not looking for you're looking for a friend who's all of a sudden it's like, oh, you want to go back to my place? No, I don't. Also, sometimes I think it's a lot of gay guys, closeted gay men being like, just looking for a bud. To once again be like,
I'd fall for that trap, maybe.
sure, I can come up. Okay, come on up. Yeah, if there was ever like a Jeffrey Dahmer type, you'd be, man.
Oh, yeah.
A couple beers and watch the game? Okay, honestly, why not? That sounds like good. Yeah.
This drink tastes funny.
Oh man, it tastes funny, but it's good. Just slam back. Like chalky. In a post titled, Man of My Dreams, a woman posted a picture of a man drinking beer in a kayak during a flood. Seems a bit, okay. She found him super attractive because he didn't show any fear and wasn't waiting for the National Guard to save him. Now that's a man. Instead, she said he was like a gondolier in the canals of Venice, a beacon of hope and comfort. She ended the post by saying he was a true New Orleans, and she hopes to find her Prince Charming. Like how it took Hurricane Katrina for this woman to be like, now that's a man. You're like one of them funny Italians who sing on the boats. Sing me something, sweet chariot. For those who have felt frustrated about their lives, Craigslist has you covered with the rants and raves category. A woman posted a rant about how her bus boyfriend and how she yearned for his smell. You never really take into consideration the smell factor of people's lustfulness, do you?
Well, they have pheromones.
And people, ooh, you know what I mean? A bus boyfriend. I've never heard of like, is that, so to me, is this somebody who's like regularly on the bus?
Yes.
Who does not know they're in a relationship though?
It's like your work husband.
Yeah, okay, sure.
That's what.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, some of the work husband bullshit, if you gotta watch out, because that shit gets real very quick, doesn't it? Girls and guys joking around like that.
Work husband becomes new boyfriend.
Work husband becomes, we're doing a little taco tickle in the break room. You gotta watch out, man. The two originally met one morning after he sat next to her. She talked about how she loved his soul patch, but more importantly, the way he smelled. I'm gonna go ahead and say that again. His soul patch and the way he smelled. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's Irish Spring. But it's, yeah, thank you. It's awesome. She was relieved he didn't smell like he smoked crack or cigarettes, which also happened to turn her on. She didn't want to get too horny, Nick, because I love the smell of crack and a little bit of cigarettes in there. But I don't want to get too horny. I get wet, I get all goopy, leave a little snail trail on the bus. She described it as sweet, soft, and clean, and admitted to silently sniffing him throughout the entire ride.
Creepy. Why would you just met this guy?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. I love your soul patch. Thanks. You smell great. Thank you. Also, he definitely knew that she was smelling him. She's just like, oh.
I kept looking and she'd look away real quick.
Oh, her eyes are open the entire time smelling him. Oh. Oh, and he's just like, didn't acknowledge her. Oh. She's on his shoulder. Oh. Wow. In the following days, the couple sat next to each other as the woman describes the sexual tension building between them as they talked about books and their lives. That's sexual tension. How do they not get it on right there, Nick? It's palpable. It's in the air. It became such a big obsession that she told her boyfriend about her bus boyfriend and their conversations. That is brutal. The guy's like, what?
Yeah.
You want to fuck a guy on the bus because he say he smells like crack? No, he doesn't smell like that. That is a turn on though.
Does that mean that her boyfriend smells like crack?
That's what I'm wondering. He's like, babe, I smoke crack all the time. Why do we barely have sex? She's like, yeah, complicated. It's complicated. She did this to make him aware and jealous of the other man wanting to be around her. She said he felt threatened by the conversation, so he made sure to have passionate sex with her to mark his territory and, quote, realized that he was damn fortunate to have access to this poon. It's one of those things when immediately you have a picture of someone in your head and they immediately turn into like the white trash version of that. That's exactly what happened. You're like, oh, which honestly I should have seen it, the crack and everything, but you know what I mean. Come on. One morning, her bus boyfriend didn't sit next to her and instead chose a seat at the back of the bus. She almost got up to join him, but a 300-pound man sat next to her, smothering her with his body odor. Since that day, she hasn't seen him and yearns for his scent. That guy had to have said that, I'll pay you $70 to ride the bus with me and just sit there and block her in. She's like, excuse me. No, I just want to get... Back in the day, Craigslist was a good way to find new friends, but it was also a great place to make sworn enemies. Veganism has been a controversial topic over the last few decades, but it has upset one man so badly that he wanted to make a vegan fight club. He hopes to find a vegan that he can fight with no rules and he can just beat the shit out of them. They can both just beat the hell out of each other. Does this sound like a man who's wrestling with guilt? Like a guy being that upset over veganism, do you think it's because he's like, I feel bad that I'm like killing animals and eating them? But you can't get that over on me because it tastes good. It's good.
I feel like if he was like looking to beat like gay men, I feel like he'd be a closeted homosexual.
I think that still transcribes to veganism because if anything, then he wants the vegan guy to fight back so then he can be punished. And essentially, it's painful. Well, I fought for this.
Exactly.
I fought to eat meat. That kind of thing. To make himself seem more intimidating, he claims to have been a yellow belt in judo 10 years prior and aims to fight someone to work through his feelings. I just need to beat someone up. He's healthy. This is a healthy mind. If I can't physically altercate with somebody, I can't get these demons out. Despite it being a no rules fight, he immediately lays out his conditions. There's no rules, but I got a few rules. The vegan must wear a t-shirt that reads vegan, then nobody gets hurt.
Be wordplay.
I'm telling you, it feels like a sexual thing. I feel it's odd. So he can get super amped and angry during the fight. I want you to get me angry. That's pretty much what he's saying.
Yeah.
Likewise, he will wear a shirt with something equally provoking, like "Eat your steak like a man" or McDonald's.
Yeah, this is a deeply insecure man.
This is a deeply, deeply insecure man who has a lot to work out. The next rule requires the person to be a fully committed vegan for 3 years or more, and to work in a fully vegan environment to demonstrate their commitment. The final rule is that they have to be politically active and have scars from protests they're attended. This would show that they actually take their beliefs seriously instead of simply doing it to impress people or to get laid. This is skewing to either this is very real or this is extremely fake. It's one or the other. I can't tell.
I think this guy, his girlfriend cheated on him with a vegan.
100%.
And this is him trying to like get back at vegans.
100%. Something has happened to this man in the past where he has felt wronged through some kind of insecure something has happened and he wants to kill the demon that's hovering over him. He hopes that if there is someone out there fully committed to the fight, they can gain respect for each other's views while kicking the shit out of each other. I don't believe that's what these. I like how he tries to end it with him being like, and then we can become friends at the end. Whenever you visit a website, you expect to have fun and safe experience. Unfortunately, some people have taken advantage of others, which has led to Craigslist crimes. It's not uncommon for criminals to sell stolen items on Craigslist, but in one instance, it exposed a much darker crime. In October of 2016, Sheriff Deputy Frankie Bybee responded to a service call at the home of a 79-year-old woman, whom he soon befriended. Over the next few months, Frankie got close to the woman and eventually gained access to her banking statements. As soon as he got access, he began siphoning over $65,000 to his own account. Good guy. The woman was quick to notice numerous fraudulent checks leaving her account and asked Frankie what was going on. In a panic, he forced her to ingest pills to make it seem like she took her own life so he could go off scot-free. Luckily, the woman survived and had a lengthy recovery in the hospital. God. Police were able to identify Frankie as the main suspect through fingerprints found on the fraudulent checks. Investigators cemented the case against him when they found Craigslist post where he had sold her dog.
He's in the picture too.
What a dumbass. Also too, like, it's how greedy can you be? Yeah, I'll even sell the fucking dog. I mean, can you leave her the dog? Does she have one companion in her life? My God. He was arrested in 2017 and charged with an attempted murder, theft, and fraud, and it took 4 years before being sentenced to 15 years in prison. Only 15 years?
For attempted murder?
Attempted murder, tens of thousands of dollars stolen, and selling the goddamn dog. 15. Frankie, you did a bad... Can we admit that Frankie did a bad thing? Everyone's like, yeah, all right. Go have 15 years of vacation. You'll get your job back when you're done. Craigslist is notorious for a lot of things, but one of its darker stories involves a straight-up serial killer. In 2009, Philip Markoff started paying for sex workers on Craigslist and meeting them in hotel rooms. After a few initial meetups, things would escalate. He met up with 25-year-old Julissa Brisman. Once inside the hotel room, he bound her and shot her before fleeing the scene. He'd replicate this act 2 more times, except instead of killing the women, he would rob them and make his escape. Police were quick to pick up on the perpetrator, who repeatedly contacted Craigslist and threatened them with a gun. Craigslist! They eventually linked Philip to Craigslist killer and arrested him while he was driving with his fiancée. Brutal. Man. I feel so bad for like wives or any like of that shit when they're like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, I've been fucking prostitutes and I shoot them in the face with a pillow. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry. Also, too, do you think that ever translates to people in their own life getting killed? Or do you think there's always that separation? Like him starting with like Craigslist prostitutes, do you think that translates to like his neighbor pisses him off so then he kills his neighbor? Like, do you think he feels, because I have to imagine that once you get into that realm, you become like power hungry or like, no one can catch me.
I think it depends. If it's prostitutes, it's probably just like an easy kill.
Well, yeah, because it's just people, no one's going to be looking for them kind of thing. They're already in desperate means. I'm just saying that like, I wonder if that's just, if it evolves in that way. Where after a while it's like that doesn't become fun anymore and it has to be more dangerous or something. Because there has to be like a thrill aspect of like, oh, am I gonna get caught, right?
And then eventually, yeah, I could see that you're getting bored and you're like, oh.
Then if you're the fiance there, you're like, I wonder how long it would have been until I would have been fucking next. Who knows, you know? And then it would have been a thing of like, oh, I get new fiancés and I kill him. Like a fucking, he's a psychopath. Philip was a medical student with no previous medical record, so had it not been for the Craigslist messages, he might have gotten away with the whole damn thing. Thank God for the Craigslist messages, like I say. The next time you go buy something online, try and find it on Craigslist. You might be surprised by what you see. There's still a lot of cool shit on Craigslist. I will say it's overrun with ads now, and like basically people have made scripts to where bots can post stuff or like even like dealerships and stuff. It's not as good as it like it used to be, but every once in a while someone does upload some sick stuff. So yeah, it's still worth going to. The website is severely underrated and has helped countless people find new trinkets, new lovers, and ways to vent about their lives. Craigslist might be a dying website, but the legacy it will leave behind lives on forever and ever and ever. But at the same time, if you're going to, here's another hack. If you're on Craigslist and let's say you're buying like a Nintendo 64, there's a lot of like retro game people that go on Craigslist and look for stuff. Meet somewhere public, have someone come with you, and never go to anyone's house. Or be like, I'll meet you at a McDonald's parking lot. Just be smart about it, all right? If someone's like, got the whole collection in my basement, you can be like, nah, could you bring it to this place? And if they say no, it's not worth it. Yeah. The Nintendo 64 is not worth it.
They actually say go to the police station for like meet outside a police station.
Nah, I mean, that's obnoxious. I mean, go to like just a public, like a McDonald's. There's always going to be someone in a drive-thru. Go to McDonald's. Also, don't go there. Don't go to a public place. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Go to like McDonald's at noon. There's going to be people around.
Their shift ends at midnight. So
yeah, that's the best time they can do it. You're like, well, figure out another day. I get it, but it's also just kind of weird to be like, let's meet at the police station. No. What? Well, I'll meet you at Walmart. We can meet in front of Walmart by the security camera. You know what I mean? Just shit like that. Yeah, I don't know. Meet in front of the police station. What a weird thing. Officer, could you watch over this transaction? Thank you. For the love of God, be safe. Take care of each other. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.